Dreams are very interesting. I'm sure a lot of people would say. We're not really sure why exactly we dream, but we do. My name is Alexa, although I like to go by my nicknames, which are either Lex or Alexa, whichever one is fine. What's very interesting about dreams is that they can tell you a whole lot. You know, we may think that dreams are just like these random things that we kind of imagine. Sometimes they make you feel like they are, because sometimes you have the randomest, weirdest dreams, and you don't even know why. You don't even know like what exactly the meaning, you know, to it, that could possibly be to why we had the dreams. Um, some some people can remember their dreams, and some people don't remember their dreams. And I did watch a video like a while ago about why most of us don't remember our dreams, and it was talking about all these different things that I can't really remember right now. I think it just has something to do with the way our minds are. But we shouldn't really, discard the kind of dreams that we have, because I'm pretty sure most of the dreams that we have all have meanings, and then there's some that are kind of just like you're not sure if there's a meaning to it because they're so weird. No, but there are some that do have a meaning to them. It can be like maybe about the things that we are feeling anxious about or are frustrated on, or like whatever we feel when we go to sleep, that is what will play out in our dreams. And they say before we sleep we should always kind of think about our day, or is that the opposite? We're supposed to, I think they say we're supposed to, if we're still feeling a certain way, we should write it down before we go to sleep, so that way it's not in our heads anymore. But sometimes we don't really think to do that. If we're tired, we don't really want to, well, most people don't really want to write out their thoughts, because it might be complicated as well. But dreams are very, very it can be very helpful and can give you a lot of insight to what's going on in your in our day-to-day lives that we may not be aware of. And so that's why dreams actually occur, to be honest. It's why we have our dreams. The reason we have our dreams is because I guess they're there to help us, kind of get us to pay attention to what we may not be really aware of in our waking life. And so when we go to sleep and we have these weird unknown dreams where we're not really, we're in different places and different scenarios are happening, is because our minds are trying to, well, our subconscious mind is trying to tell us something, and our dreams, they're there to tell us something most of the time. And you can get a lot of like messages within it that we don't really take in. But it is really interesting because sometimes you do wonder, like, why is it we dream? Why do we have the dreams that we do, and why are some of them so weird? They say it's helpful to have a dream journal because, you know, if you're able to remember the dreams that you have, you only have like but so much time to actually write them all, you know, remember it all. We can only remember but so much. Sometimes we can remember the whole dream, and sometimes we can remember half of the dream, or, you know, not, you know, nothing at all. But they say it's helpful to have a dream journal because then you know, by writing what, you know, what you're able to remember down, it can kind of give you a peek at, you know, something we may be missing, that we probably should try and, you know, work out or really look at. And so yeah, the whole point of this is, you know, if you ever find yourself dreaming and you know, you're kind of just like, you know, saying all, you know, this doesn't make sense, and you're trying to think of the dream, but you can't remember the dream. It's okay if you can't remember the dream, but, you know, if you're able to remember it, don't just discard like, oh, that means nothing, because dreams can actually tell you a lot. Then we may, you know, actually be aware of. And so if you're able to remember your dream, either have a little journal or a notepad, and you know, maybe write it down. Maybe it'll help kind of get you to, you know, look at something that you may not know of or be aware of. And, you know, like if there's something you're having trouble with, it can help you with that too. But our dreams, for the most part, are there to help us kind of take in what we don't really take in properly most of the time, in a dream state. I think as long as we're able to, we become aware of what our dreams may be trying to tell us. Even if we don't get it, we may get it later, we may not get it at all, or we will get it right away. I think it's, our dreams are just there to help us become aware of the things that we aren't aware of when we're, you know, busy doing all these different things, and, you know, thinking of all these different, you know, thoughts, and, you know, feeling what we're feeling. And most of the time, again, they're just, it's there as a guideline, I'd say. And then sometimes I think they're just like random dreams that our brains just need to kind of put into something because it doesn't know what else to do with what it's processing. So yeah, that is all I have. If you guys found this to be interesting and you have, like, you know, any dreams that you'd like to share that you might be confused of, do share your thoughts down below. If you like this channel, do follow along. And yeah, so again, that is all I have. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.